Hi, I'm Claire and this is Claria Yoga. So this restorative practice is an evening practice and it'll help to settle you into a good night's sleep. It's a short sequence consisting of 2 poses. So before we get started, just make sure that you've set the room for yourselves. Ideally, if you can do this straight before bed so that you can move from the mat into bed, that would be perfect. Otherwise, just making sure that you don't do too much after you've done this sequence. You can do this in pyjamas, just make sure you're comfortable. So before we start, I'll just run you through the props that you'll need tonight. You've got cushions here, so you could use cushions if you don't have the classic yoga bolster. Also a stack of blankets. We'll use quite a few blankets, so make sure you've got those handy, and you will also need a chair. If you don't have a chair close by, you can even do this with your legs up on the bed if it's low enough. So we'll be resting our legs on a surface, a stool, a low bench, even a coffee table, but just something that you can rest your legs on. That will be your last pose, and then you'll slowly be moving back into your evening and hopefully into bed. So we'll get started. So it takes a little while to set up a good restorative setup, but once you've done it, it really will benefit you and help you to relax. So take a blanket and create a nice soft surface for yourself. So you can just unfold a blanket and place it on the floor or on top of your mat. And the first pose we'll do this evening is a supported child's pose. So take another blanket, fold it a couple of times, and just place it underneath your sitting bones and above your heels. So this helps to soften in the knees and it decreases any pressure in the knees. And then ease your sitting bones back onto that support and just make sure it feels comfortable. Of course, if this just doesn't suit you in the feet or the ankles, you can always remove it and do it without the blanket. And then when you're ready, taking your stack of cushions or your bolster, lie your support in front of you. And then slowly start to ease your chest down onto that support, placing the left cheek on the bolster or the cushions. Give your body time to settle here. Give in to gravity and allow your weight to settle down into the support beneath you. Rest your forearms on the floor and relax through the shoulders. Settle your hips down and start to close your eyes. Gently move away from the outside world, from everything that you've done today, and come a little closer to your breath. As your body settles here, you may feel little creaks through the spine or the hips. Surrender yourselves entirely to the support beneath you and tune into your breath. So at times after a busy day, where the mind is still active, still chatting away, it helps to slow down before you go to bed, just encouraging the mind to settle. So if you find that your mind is wandering off, just gently encourage it back towards your body, towards your breath. As you move through the poses today, see if you can focus your mind on that full cycle of breath, from the moment you breathe in to that final moment of exhalation. settle into the stillness, into the calm, inviting that quiet in to your night. And without moving your body, gently pick up your head and turn it so that your other cheek comes down onto your support. I'll turn my head back the other way just so that I can carry on talking to you a little. So stay connected as much as you can to your exhales and use your exhales to help release a little further in your body. And then from here, gently count 5 soft, slow breaths to yourself, slowly expanding through your back as you inhale and gently releasing all the air out with control as you exhale. And then to come out of the pose when you're ready, gently slide your hands underneath your shoulders and keep that calm energy, so moving slowly, press into the palms and gently come up again. Just move your cushions or your bolsters away. Take the blanket underneath you and then start to roll it up, and you're going to create a little cushion for your neck. So you want the cushion to be relatively small and low, and it will support just that space that sits at the base of your head and above the base of your neck. So create a little roll. That's about as much as you need to do. So I rolled my blanket once, and then place it behind you. And you will need to shuffle around to find the right position. And find your chair or your stool, whatever you're using. And you're going to lift up your legs and you're going to rest your calf muscles on your support. So finding a comfortable angle in the knees, and this will depend on the height that you're using. Using the help of your hands and your forearms, gently ease yourselves down onto your back. Now I'm a little too close to my blanket, so I'm just going to shuffle myself around so that my little cushion for the neck comes at the right place. Then start to ease your head down and just bring awareness to your neck for a moment to ensure that the cushion feels comfortable. If it's too low, then you won't feel much support at all. And if it's too high, then you'll feel an unnatural pushing up into the nape of your neck. So just make sure it's a neutral level of comfort that you're creating for your neck here. Wiggle around in the hips, just ensure that you're comfortable in the back, and start to release your arms down by the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling. And start to settle your breath here, keeping your breath gentle and soft. Tuning in to that feeling of releasing the weight of your body into the support beneath you. This is a very calming and restful pose, so it's a lovely one to do just before you go to bed. If you've had a particularly active day, this also helps the legs to release, and it helps to release any tiredness from the legs. It helps to balance your nervous system, creating calm. Relax the muscles of your face here, releasing everything around your eyes and your forehead. Releasing the space around your cheeks and your nose, your lips and your jaw. Create some space inside your mouth between your teeth and allow your tongue to settle in the back of your mouth. And if your mind is starting to wander off again, gently redirect it back to your body and to your breath. Follow the cycle of your breathing from start to finish, and then keep repeating that. This helps to keep your mind in the present moment, and it stops it wandering off to attach itself to stories and chatter. Now you can pause the video and you can stay here for as long as you like. And then when you're ready to come out of the pose, before you move, just gently start to tune into your senses, noticing any sounds that you can hear, tuning into any shapes or colours that you can see behind your closed eyelids. And take 3 deep breaths. And keeping your eyes closed, just slowly start to move again, starting with very little movements in the fingers and the toes, making them bigger now and maybe moving into your wrists and your ankles. And you want to keep this nice calm energy that you've cultivated. So carefully draw your knees in towards your chest and give yourselves a comfortable squeeze here. And then slowly roll to one side and come into the fetal position for one full breath. And with the help of your hands, just gently press yourselves back up into a seat. So I hope you found that helpful. If you can take yourselves off to bed now, I wish you a good night.